So the final card for tonight then, Park Ji-sung 92 rated, the 5-star, 5-star, brilliant upgrade. Finally we're seeing an upgrade from him because he has had nothing. He's come from his base version of an 86, he's got himself a junior which I'm assuming is a 4-star, 4-star, and then obviously he's got the monster 5-5. In terms of the upgrade, it's +2s on everything from the 90, and then from the base it's 6s across the board, 9 on the dribbling and 7 on that physicality. Now, he reminds me very much of kind of how I'm assuming Tevez Ramirez is going to be by the end of the game. He's going to be insane if he does manage to get that 96, 98 footies, because now especially we've already got a 5-star, 5-star. Technical and relentless are maybe not the greatest playstyle pluses he could have, but it could be a lot worse. We've obviously got great pace, shooting could do with the upgrade, passing's decent, dribbling's fantastic, and it depends on what you want to go with. If you go in for more of a box to box, then Anchor's probably your better shout with 95 pace, 90 on the defending and 93 physical. But you do have the option to maybe go a bit more attacking. If you wanted to go with maybe a finisher, maybe you even wanted to go as far to say to put him as that cam and go with the hunter instead, which I cannot find. You'd get 98 pace, 91 on the shooting. It's a possibility. Most definitely, they would be some good numbers to get. He's currently coming in at a whopping 650. I can imagine he will drop. Like everybody else, he's bound to. We have got incisive, pinged, long ball, and tiki-taka, intercept, first touch, and press proven as his normal play styles. And like I say, technical and relentless are not my favourite. I can deal with relentless as it's nothing I have to do, but technical, it requires me to run like that with him. And in the midfield, I'm just not going to, so maybe putting him on the wing would be better if you are utilising that. What this guy could be good as, it's a very specific formation, but going in the 4-3-1-2, where you've got the cam in the middle, the 2 strikers, and then the 3 lines of centre mid, he could be really good as one of them left or right centre mids, where you kind of push a little bit on the wing as well, kind of. It's like a left mid almost, but that could be where this card really is utilised, and maybe someone like a De Bruyne the other side, because they've got a bit of defending. You go with the anchor, you've got enough passing and dribbling to get you by, the pace has increased a little bit, and he's not there to necessarily shoot as much. But let's just jump into him anyway. I'm interested to see what he can do. 5-star, 5-star Park.
Nights like these are just what you hope for as a spectator. A warm welcome. I'm Derek Ray, in position to bring you live match commentary, and my expert analyst, as always on these occasions.
Now we've just finished up Lampard, so I'm hoping Park really shows me what a centre mid can do. He is very much on the attacking as well. Ooh, nearly. He should have. What has he got agility balance wise? 95, 98, yeah, so he really should be good, and I have let him through very, very easily. He's looking on the left-hand side, and he's botched it up big time. Little play through, little 1-2. Keep going. Oh, don't stop there. Run. That's the one. Little step. No, ball roll. Good dribbling. And he gets mauled. Maybe going for the finer touches really works for him, to be fair. We're going to see him pushing up here. Little 1-2. There's the one. All the way. It's got to be. All the way. Little roll. Oh, nearly. Did he get a free kick? There's no way I fouled him there. Ooh, it's got Ronaldinho. There he is. Travella? Maybe? It was a good save. Made it look better than probably what it was, to be fair to him. I have not seen Hakimi in a long time. And Mbappe with the scorpion out of nowhere. That's the challenge. Beautiful tackle. Gonna run back where we got him. Relentless gonna work its magic there nicely. That's the challenge. It's not going anywhere. Virgil's 6'4" and lying down is 6'6". I think the problem I'm going to have with Park is how defensive truly is he? Going forward, he seems really nice. The pace, like Lampard, is very, very good, but how much defensiveness has he actually got? And to be fair, I've been playing Zidane at centre mid since Centurion, so I mean all dynasties in fact. So he probably should be fine. Like it's not as if Zidane's got any magical powers being a kind of centre mid. So if you are trying to play that box to box role, Park Lampard should be fine. I'm liking more of the agility balance from Park. I think that's going to be a big difference. And then having the 5-5, that's always going to have people looking at the card. Most definitely, a 5-5 is still hard to come by in certain positions, and in a midfield, it does take a top end card normally to be that 5-5. We see him here though. He's going to come run on Dino. He's going to he's gone for the pass instead. I really thought he would have. It would have tried to run at me there. Gone with a little one there. Little ball over the top. Little one over. Try and find something. Mbappe's going to take it. And he's going to spin somewhere. Into the middle again. What on earth was that? He manages to recover with a beautiful challenge as well. So far, tackling wise, has been absolutely on point, I must admit. It's this little intricate dribbling that really is fantastic. If you can just get somebody like who is very much like how he is, to be honest, who is just diving in with that B challenge, you can turn them so easily. It's when you start running that you don't want to be caught on it, because you know he's just going to fly in anyway. And as soon as you start running there, he knows he's going to be able to try and get you. You can turn, you can kind of move across. That's the kind of intricate part that I really like with a centre mid. Whereas when you're with a striker, you want that rapid. You want to be able to just run at him completely. Nice. Oh, he's managing to get to Putellas. Good interception. Saw that an absolute mile away, and so did he see that skill. Oh, it's a foul anyway. See, I knew it. I knew it was going to be a foul. Big ball into him. As well, he's got the 5-star. It's just, I don't know, I didn't expect him to have a 5-5, to be fair. I thought more than likely he would have potentially had a 4-5 to start with and then gone into a 5-5 for footies, but they've gone absolutely all out, which means we're only now waiting pretty much for that big upgrade in footies. So if he does manage to get another card, that could be a huge upgrade for him. He's got a good amount of pace to him. I don't think he's kind of one to catch somebody up who is a striker, but he definitely can keep up with the best of them at times. Decent speed, holds the ball nicely. Gonna hopefully get a ball back into him if we can. Get the touch, little finesse. I should have went near post, but good work from him. Good interception. Can we get the ball over? Should have no problems with any foot, to be honest, with a 5-star weak foot at a minimum. Good interception. Pushing the ball forward. It's not the greatest pass. He's given it to me again, though. Can we find a ball in? No. Apparently not. I don't know why he's playing. He's almost playing this really drop back sort of centre mid, and I don't have him on there. Can we get that ball in, though? He's going to be there. Good header. Good save from Peter Cech again. We managed to get the body in the way, but no cheese for the block this time round. Does manage to put Matthias off a little bit. Good tackle on Ginola again. Enough to sway around, but he did not mean that ball. It's just a shame. Literally, he did not mean that ball to Mbappe. And I could tell you a million times he did not see him on the screen.
Jarzinho. Opportunity here. In it goes. But it will not stand. Offside, Stuart.
Well, it looked close, didn't it? He certainly thought so.
Big ball out wide. He manages to get the passing down, which is perfect for him, to be honest. Oh, there he is. Driving forward. It's just that last step with him. Seems to be every time. It's just that one more step is too much for him.
Mbappe. The defender.
Into the centre. Good turn off him. Is that a foul? Yeah, I was going to say. Went straight through the back of him. The problem you've got as well with Park is you are kind of competing with a lot of sours. I think sours seems to be still very prevalent in this game. Now, obviously, the David Beckham, which is very similar to what he offers, especially when we look at Lampard as well. Very similar in terms of kind of a little bit of a pace increase. He's obviously got the dribbling and passing down. Defending's not necessarily their main forte. That's got to be the ball. And then obviously when it comes to the pace, it comes to the attacking side of stuff, the shooting is decent. But that's where I think the playstyle pluses really make a difference. So obviously having the technical, for me, it's not going to do a crazy amount. And I clearly stand by that as well. It literally just makes you hit the post twice. But it isn't necessarily my favourite for a centre mid. Maybe for a winger. Like I say, that position I said at the start would be perfect for him. And I must admit now playing 6 games with him where he's just been constantly mauled by massive midfielders, Matthias's, Hullets, Vieiras. There's just too much of it. So kind of having him maybe more on that wing front as a wing centre mid could be decent enough, but it's very specific. That's the problem. I can't put an overall feel on that because not everybody plays it. I don't even play it, so it's not even if I can say that a majority of people are going to be playing like that. So he'll suit most people's styles. Can we get a header back? Can we go for the pass? Looking for an outside of the box shot that is not going to affect Donnarumma. So he is more of an assistant centre mid. There's nothing too crazy that I can kind of show other than he's consistent. He's got the pace. He's got a decent amount of defending. He gets back. He gets the passes. He gets the ball forward. That is kind of all I need from a centre mid. It's not like I sit here, I have Zidane and Putellas in the midfield. It's not like I'm watching them score game in, game out of kind of constant bangers. It's every now and then that Putellas will find herself more up front. Zidane finds himself on a free kick or something and absolutely whips it. That's kind of what Park will do as well, and he'll do it very well. And I must admit, I can kind of see that. The only difference I think with these Golazo players is they're going to come in quite cheap, and that's going to be the difference of a lot of them, is they are going to be priced completely different in comparison to spending 1.2 million on a Zidane, 1.5 million on a Sauer, or buying Beckham for 800k. You could get Park for 350 at some point if the prices do drop down like how last week did, and I don't see why they wouldn't. A lot of people are going to buy that Supreme pack once more, purely for Jarzinho, for obviously Puskás, for Roberto Carlos. There's still a lot of good names that really can be pulled from it. I know it's not quite Cruyff. Can we just turn back on ourselves? This is it, a bit of dribbling as well. All the way. Can we? Oh, this is it. I get so far and then there's just nothing I can do. But can we just push it all the way? Can we nick it? No, maybe not. It's a rubbish shot anyway. And a great challenge again. Can we find it in? Oh, it's a lovely ball. Little dink. Little volley. That's where it comes from. So going into the overall form then, he's dropped about 15k give or take since we've started this. I think he's good. He's definitely decent. I don't know, I was kind of expecting a bit more. Dribbling's fantastic. That is one thing I will take away. As a box-to-box, I don't know. I think he's good enough, but I don't know if I'd take out anybody for him. And that's kind of the problem with how EA have done it this year, is they've made the progression decent. Like it's a good progression, especially if you looked at the previous card to this one. But the amount of cards that we've got that people run, like we're looking at a Zidane. I personally run him. It may be better than him. It may be worse. It depends on what you kind of want out of a centre mid. But I spent 1.2 mil on Zidane. I'm definitely not taking him away now. Sauer, another one. She's very good in the game. No one's going to take her away now. This is the problem with it. Unless you go above them by a lottery win, a Bellingham Team of the Year, which you obviously can't get right now, a Pirlo, a Bealey, a Hullet, then looking at a Vieira, a Matthias, there's no point changing a like-for-like centre mid. So unless they are in a past and present Man U team, you just really like Park, you like Kaka, there's no reason to change just yet. Now, when it comes to between Park and Lampard, because like I said, they both have very similar attributes in terms of they are very much more attacking, and they've been kind of given this defensive upgrade. It's kind of not there like normal. Obviously, when it comes to the defending and physical, very similar. Very, very, very similar. 5-5. Both, I'd say Lampard's got the better play style pluses, to be fair. The power shot and at least the incisive are decent, whereas, like I said, I don't like technical. Relentless is decent because he's going to be running around a lot. Pretty sure he has maxed out stamina as well, so that's going to be the most amount of stamina you can physically get. There is going to be no more. When it comes to shooting, Lampard, even though Park is decent at it, Lampard definitely takes the cake there. It's obviously the dribbling side of stuff that Park really shows him up on. Passing wise, it's very similar, 91 and 89. It's not too much of a difference. But then it comes down to the defending, and that's where I think both of them lack that full defensive knowledge. They're not necessarily a big build, very lean, very much just pushing the ball forward. So if I was looking for a specific position for Park, I'd kind of like him as a cam that would come back, maybe having a DM, a proper box to box like a Bellingham, and then him in the middle, because I do think he pushes the ball very well. It's just getting to that final third. If you're starting in your just outside your box, pushing it all the way up is just not going to be him on his own. And I think having that 5-5 in and around the opponent's box is going to be a lot more fun than in your box. So maybe even in the cam could play a little bit better in my eyes. So that could be a position. The one thing that he will bring is cheapness. When we look at the last Golazo, like when we're looking at kind of some players that really should have been more expensive, like a JJ Okocha, a 5-5 at 92k. He is a very good cam, a very, very good cam. And yet he's 86,000. So it is nuts to see where the prices are. Sol Campbell at 340 already. Even Cruyff at 8.5. That's a 15 mil card compared to everybody else. Compared to the Hullet, the R9, 97 rated. He is a 15 mil card. That is what the promo packs, the actual drop weight has done to him. Even Bobby Charlton under 2 mil already. Ginola at 3 mil. It's a crazy thing that means most players will drop down massively. We've seen it with everybody already. Like Jarzinho was 14 mil to start with. I know at the start it's going to be like crazy for him, but 7 million is nuts for a 94 already. Same with Pushkas at a 4-4 with 96. He should be worth more. Genuinely should, at least on the first day. I'm not saying forever, but for the first day. So I could see Park really dropping down in these next few days. We kind of see the full drop by like Tuesday, Wednesday, we know the drop's there. Then obviously you can kind of plan if you want to buy him or not. And if he does drop down to like 300, he's going to be fantastic for the price. I'm kind of talking at the 630 mark. I think I wouldn't buy him just because of that cost. If he was 250, 300, and I'm kind of like, he's an upgrade to the midfield, but he's not necessarily a 600k worth upgrade, then yeah, fair enough. But if he's 300k, he's definitely going to be worth it. A 5-5 centre mid, can run all day, he's got decent shooting, decent defending, and he's got incredible dribbling. That is going to be hard to pass up on. It will be interesting to see with this version. I kind of don't see much of a difference, to be honest. He's a 4-4, so he's already lost that 5-5. If he had different playstyle pluses, it might be decent, because they could have gone more pace and then kind of gone with like a left-wing shapeshifter vibe, but they've just gone generically downgrade for him, so that one's not really going to be worth anything in my opinion. So let me know down below what you think about Park. Could he enhance your midfield? Let me know.